this is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open.
Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You are now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Gabe Avelli. We back here with another episode of Florida Vibe Directory. We got some very, very special guests. As you can see, we over here in Studio B, kicking it real cozy. You know what I mean? We got, of course, the family tribe in the building. What's good, y'all boys?
Tribe. What's up?
But now we got the full team in the building, man. So,
Yes,
know,
sir.
of course, I got to know Space. I got to know Mills, but now it's time for me to get to know 612. So, I guess we'll just start from the beginning, man. Let's take it from, how it all started. First, I'm curious how you got the name 612.
For me, 612 means a lot, but just kind of put it in black and white. It's just kind of the area code, 612. So I put IX in between the 612 and 612.
That's
You know
what's
what
up.
I'm
That's
saying?
what's up. So
That's
for
where
the
it
people
comes
that
from.
don't know, let the people know exactly where you're from,
Yeah,
where
I'm
the
from,
612 is.
Minneapolis, Minnesota, north side of Minneapolis. To
Wow.
be exact, Minneapolis, Minnesota is crazy.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. So, I'm sure that this being the Florida Vibe Directory, most of our audience would probably have a particular perception of Minnesota.
Yeah.
So just to kind of bring the people there to the 612, let the people know what it was like growing up there.
It wasn't, you got all 4 seasons, so you deal with all that, the weather and stuff, so it's just a different vibe. If you come from, the East Coast, upper East Coast, like New York, you kind of know how to deal with it, but if you don't, it's a shock, but you grow up and you learn, you know what I'm saying? Just like every state got a hood, every city got a hood,
That's
know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? So, you learn as you go. And as soon as you mess up, it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Whenever you say that, I always think of this one DJ Quick song that I like called Just Like Compton.
Yeah.
Where it's like, because it literally is everywhere type shit. Now, for you growing up, who are some of the Minnesota hometown heroes, local rappers that you were looking up to, or that really had the city on lock, when you were coming up?
There wouldn't, to be honest with you, there wasn't really a lot of people that I was paying attention to because it was so mainstream. It's just another city. So everybody that's local, if you're not really into no local stuff growing up, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, and Minneapolis isn't the type to boast and promote the locals
Really?
as much as they do somebody that would come out of Atlanta, and then they pop up in Minneapolis, and then now they doing the same stuff that they did in Atlanta, but in Minneapolis everybody moved kind of slower. You know what I'm saying? So
the white boy Young Gravy just didn't get in trouble for saying that.
Right. But at the end of the day, he didn't know because what's the
Wait,
first 2 words he said? He was a white boy. So
what did he say?
What are you talking about? What? Young Gravy said.
It was some dude who I guess he got signed, and he said Minneapolis is kind of like a wannabe Chicago, and it was just like, man, come on, man.
And he's not from Minneapolis?
I don't know where he from. I ain't never seen him.
Is there any truth to that? Y'all, they be on that drill shit? They be on killing niggas?
At the end of the day, it's a city. So when you go from city to city, from state to state, you take what you was doing with you. So when you do that for generations, and that grows on the city, they act accordingly, and you can't change what you showed your son.
Right.
You can't change that.
That boy done had it up to here with his
You know what I'm
community. He's
saying?
sick of y'all.
Now I got actually a two-part question.
Generations of fuck niggas out there.
Real shit.
So
It's real shit.
with the location of Minnesota,
Yeah.
do you guys swing more to a East Coast type of culture, or more a West Coast type of culture, more
Kinda both,
Midwest?
'cause everybody, people from LA, people from Cali been up there since the 60s, since the 70s, and people from the East Coast been there the same amount of time, and it's just you got a good amount of culture there, and people don't even know it. You got people from Ethiopia, people from Ghana, people from Somalia. You got Indians. You got, but then you got, because it's an attraction. You got the colleges and stuff up there that people want to graduate from. So it's deeper than just the surface. You know what I'm saying? When
Right.
people start to think like Minnesota, oh, the cold, the that, nobody's up there, and it's like you stupid. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To think that, like,
The
I
shit
know
dead
there's
up there.
there's nobody's there. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man, you heard too much about Minnesota and Minneapolis. Why would they have a team? Why would they have 4 national teams to not have, that much of a noise?
People, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like people kind of act ignorant to the fact that, like it's a lot that goes on there. It's a lot of people that come out of there and they move out of there because the opportunities are obviously better in the U.S. and it's 2023. So, everywhere you go, you could do whatever you want to do. But so, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? So,
So, in regards to like you becoming an artist, like
yeah.
prior to you becoming an artist, who were like some of the people that were influencing you? Not just music related, but maybe like, somebody that you saw like on TV that was real dope.
Wayne, shout out Lil Wayne. Wayne, man. Wayne.
What era of Wayne was this for you? Like,
This was cassette tape, nigga.
sheesh.
Yeah, fam. Like I had to go into Super Value to buy cassette tapes because that's the only place I would know I could go and not get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere else, I could go to the store and ask for some chips, but I go to the cassette tape and buy them and listen to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Wayne was my influence as a shorty. Then when I got older, obviously the music grew and my ear grew. So I messed with him heavy though.
Cause he kind of like grew with you, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So when did you first decide to like, become an artist and decide to like start actually kind of taking it serious?
Uh, I graduated college, man, for real.
Oh, where'd you go to school?
I went to school. It was a school in North Minnesota because I was hooping.
Wait,
right?
oh, you were?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So I graduated and I'm like, man, I might as well, because I felt like it was something was pulling me towards it, and the homies was doing it already, and I'm just like, all right, let me just try it. And I tried it and I heard myself, and it was over.
Damn.
It was over when I heard I had to hear myself though. I didn't hear myself writing songs, ripping up pieces of paper because it wasn't on wax. But when I heard myself, when it was mastered, when it was on iTunes, when I heard myself, I'm just like, how can I not?
Right.
And till this day, I still get that feeling every single time.
It's interesting that you mentioned that you graduated and you were playing basketball. So do you feel like with the popularity you like had from playing ball, obviously if you were good enough to go to college for it, like you were, I'm sure, like pretty popping in like high school and things like for playing ball, do you feel like it was easier to translate that popularity?
It wasn't no popularity to translate. I'm just, normal nigga with a dream. You feel me? So it's not about what you could do, is how you could do it. And
You
over
was
time,
a nice, quiet nigga in basketball.
nah, niggas knew. It wasn't no, if, ands, or buts. But
There's a
know,
highlight tape on YouTube somewhere.
coming out, nah, I ain't had no highlights. I didn't need it. I didn't need it.
We got a different tape
I didn't
circulating
need it.
around.
I didn't need it. You know what I'm saying? They can vouch, but they don't gotta vouch. It's years past, but
Yeah.
I dog all y'all. You're saying that now.
Gotta relax.
I dog all y'all.
Gotta
I'm
relax,
telling
son.
you right now, 6'12",
I
you got it
dog
on
all
both
y'all.
ends.
I
Defensive,
dog all y'all.
offense, and
Defense and offense.
Even
So
the
you
niggas,
play a nigga
even,
like
even
me,
the niggas
you know what I'm
behind the
saying?
board.
You think you got a left hand, trust
Even
me.
the niggas behind the board.
You know what?
I dog all y'all.
he say it's a damn.
Dregarde is a left-handed. So
6'12", got a dog in him. I'm
But-
telling you right now.
That's your older cousin. He used to whip your ass. You get it?
But yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? So it was, for me, after I graduated, it was just kind of like everything was just kind of put on my plate. Like, what do I do now? Do I really go forward with what I just got done doing? Do I want to go do that? All them people, all them.
So you
people I
had
don't
you
wanna
had
be
like an
around.
opportunity to go get like a bag overseas type shit.
Nah, it wasn't even about going overseas at that point. For basketball, I was done.
Yeah, like after you
Like
graduated.
coaching and just I never got injured. Nigga, shut up. You're lying. See, that's what I'm saying. You be lying, man.
Yeah.
You be lying, man.
Nah,
But,
DQ be creeping
I'm
though.
gonna put
man,
the
I
sauce
know.
on it.
I know,
okay?
I know. But nah, I
The
never got
Adobo.
injured. It just wasn't. After I got to my second college, it just the coaching and the politics of it just kind of wasn't in it for me.
I feel you.
And I was already leaning towards music, already leaning towards just kind of focusing on what's next.
Something more that you can like control your own destiny when it
Yeah,
comes to
for
it.
sure, for sure. And it wasn't like I wasn't getting support. I was getting support on all my decisions, and just kind of like it wasn't like I just dropped out and quit. Nah, I didn't
You
do that.
handled your business and
Yeah,
then
for
you
sure.
realized that you had the time,
For sure.
which
So it
is something
wasn't
that's
like,
very commendable.
Yeah, for sure. I was growing up a shorty, traveling all across the country playing basketball. So basketball was a lifestyle for me. But also what came basketball was music because I had to have CDs and shit listen to. So once I sat back and understood and thought about that, like, damn, I've been listening to music and writing raps the same
So-
amount of time as I've been playing basketball.
That's crazy.
The same amount of time, but I had to think about it. And you're not able to think about it when you in it. When you know what I'm saying? When you're 16, 17, 18, 19, 23 is when that shit starts to click.
Yeah.
24 when it starts
I
to
could
click.
I could say that too now, like having those days behind me type shit. I could definitely say that. I'm a little late, bro. For me, it was like 26, 27. That shit started to make sense, bro.
Yeah, that's cool though, cause everybody got they move at their own pace. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was just like life and death. Really, you learn from your life and you learn from the death. So too many people started dying.
That was a
And
bar.
And
That was a bar.
that shit just started to go left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you had to ask yourself who you want to be. What type of nigga you want to be? At the end of the day, what type of nigga you want to be? So, you put that forth and you stand on that. You gotta stand firm on it. And a lot of niggas don't.
This man is giving game right
Nah,
now.
for real, for real.
I like you, man. You cool, man.
So, what was the first like song that you felt like, all right, like, cause you said after you heard yourself. So,
Yeah.
what song was it that you heard yourself and you were like,
Man.
I gotta go in?
For me, it was probably like I got old shit out right now, but I'm coming out with my fourth joint. It's called The Fourth. Coming out on all
Single?
platforms. Nah, it's a
talking about
mixtape,
the
10
first
songs. But I'm a
That's my favorite.
yeah.
The
Which one? The first Rehab?
LP. Yeah, Rehab.
Rehab, right?
That shit was
Rehab was my first mixtape out on everything, and it was probably like 2016 or 2017 when I dropped that, and it was a couple joints. I liked them all, but it was a couple joints on there that stood out to me. And then once these niggas heard it, and they had came up for some,
Wait,
man,
what was the joints that stood out to you?
man, it was all of them. Mission, Rehab itself.
Mission is that shit. Yo, I listen to Mission every morning, like
Man.
before going to work, and it was just
Why
like
why the title Rehab?
Rehab,
Amazing.
for me, it was kind of like I was rehabilitating myself into an artist. It was the first joint, and I was kind of coming into my own, and I put out a couple singles, and people was fucking with them, and I didn't want to stop. I wanted to, my homies was doing it, but they was sounding better because they knew what to do in the studio.
Yeah.
I didn't. So I had to learn what to do, what I like to do, how I like to sound, how I like myself to sound, and learn my own voice in a short period of time just to get to where these niggas is at already. Not knowing that I'm a bypass their ass in years later, you know what I'm saying? So, it was just a learning experience for me for real.
Now, from your perspective, how did the whole family tribe come about?
Man, shout out Family Tribe, man. You see the tribe here, tribe.
Yes, sir.
To be honest with you, what happened was my little cousin had passed away, right? And everybody had came up for the funeral. And
R.I.P. X.
Yeah, R.I.P. to X, man.
Rest in paradise, baby.
He yeah, it was crazy, but everybody had came up from the funeral. Their whole family down here had came up. It was a whole big funeral, and he was already making beats, right, for years. At this
Mills.
point in time, Mills. So he had brought his equipment up, and he was just playing beats, playing beats, playing beats. We just thought about it, like, man, he was doing his podcast. He had pulled up his computer, and we
DQ?
just right here,
Oh,
right, and he had pulled up his computer, and we just started recording smoke sessions, and we was recording. My dad had a nah, this was later. My bad. Let me go back to 2018. I'm tripping. 2018 was when we was just recording, right? I sent them beats, right? Sent them 5 beats. This was after the funeral now though. Sent them 5 beats, and they came back with it. And I did my shits last, right? So I sent them back to him, and uh, the DJ told me something like he couldn't mix it. So we were finished by 2019 with this.
oh, damn.
Yeah, so it was a long time coming,
Hmm.
right? So DJ was like, "Oh, I can't mix it." So I sent it back to them, like, "Man, he said you can't mix it." So they sent it back, got it mixed and mastered down here, and once that was done, it took a minute, but once that was done, it was over, and it was just more so time to prepare. You know what I'm
Word.
saying?
Now, with you being like, like the big cuz, the big primo, do you feel like there's more pressure on you to snap every time that y'all make music together?
It's a competitive game, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? The first thing I thought about features like I'm killing this nigga. Any any and it had to go back to when I started though, you know what I'm saying? It was just
Word.
like I'm killing this nigga. And because every good artist that I've ever heard on a feature, they're killing that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Every time,
So
yeah, I see what
every
you're saying.
single time. So I knew that was a moral I have to stand on
So that was
every
your
feature.
mentality coming into it.
Every feature. Every feature, and it's gonna bring me what I need to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So regardless of who he does a feature with, who he does a feature with, who he does a feature with, who he tries to do, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of whatever happens,
I kiki.
whatever
Y'all niggas
happens,
laughing. That's
yeah.
what's up.
Regardless of whatever happens, it's always a competitive game, man. Because this it's a dog
Right.
eat dog world. So
Big dog.
you know what I'm saying?
These niggas
So,
know
That
to
is
out rap
facts.
all
So-
of them. That's
That
why
is
they taking
facts.
jokes and
So
they know what's up.
from the project, which song do you feel? Which song is your personal favorite?
some know the code, don't follow it though.
Hey,
Some know the code,
stop
calling me bro.
Shit,
we
we
independent.
independent.
Yeah.
Hey, we in.
That's
You know
wealth,
what I'm
right?
saying?
Yeah.
That's
That's
free.
free.
That's
It's
free.
free.
That's family tribe free right there.
Yes.
You know,
indeed.
so the only reason I like that song the most is because when I heard him say those words, some just hit me. Like just something just hit like in my side, like some spiritual stuff. Like I'm just like, yo, what did he just say? I didn't want to hear it all the way through, so I stopped it and I played it again just so I didn't hear nothing else left before. I wanted to get what he said. And I listened to it until I learned those fucking lyrics. Like a new song. Real shit. And I
Appreciate
knew what
that.
I had to do. But see, when I sent him these beats, the beats were blank. It wasn't like I'm sending him,
Stuff that you had ideas for.
no. It's just like, here, it's a pack of beats, bro. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? We used 4 out of the 5. And then I think we threw, they all 5. They all 5 with it. Never mind, I'm lying.
With Tone Jones, right?
All 5 of them,
Yeah,
yeah.
the
Where
Tone
you- yeah.
Jones.
Tone Jones. Shout out to producer Tone Jones.
That he's hard.
Facts.
He's
He
hard.
did all the tracks.
Tough.
He's hard.
Them
If
shits
you
was
if you're an
unique.
independent artist and you want to get some fire beats, go to him.
Yes, sir.
He's hard.
So
Shit.
you say from 2019 to now was the process of making the project.
Yeah.
Now, during the process of making the project, what would you say was one of your fondest memories or like one of the funnest moments for you?
Just they would FaceTime me and I would listen to what like every track by track though. So it wouldn't be like one FaceTime. This was like 5 FaceTimes and it was like once a month. You know what I'm saying? So every time they would FaceTime me and I would hear a song, I would go in the stew. You know, so now I got it finished and I'm sending it to them when I finish it. The whole thing though. So it was crazy to hear what they decided to do.
Like the
Because
direction they
you
decided
can
to take
never
it.
you can never think of what a nigga's about to say on anything. You can never predict what he's about to say. You might predict what he's about to do, but you can never predict what he's about to say.
Facts.
Right? You can predict patterns, but whatever's in his brain, you'll never know, right? So it's just like with this. This music is patterns, right? It's repetitive. So I'm thinking like, oh, they might come like this, like this. I didn't know how he was about to sound at all, at all. I didn't.
I love
I
it.
got a good handle on Mills,
Yeah.
cause I've been with Mills, and he was reading dictionaries at 12.
So you knew yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember that shit.
Listening to Lauryn Hill, bro. Reading dictionaries at 12, just so he can. This is when he was writing though, right? No beats, no nothing. So just so he can know what words to put where, and just kind of expand his vocabulary at 12.
Wow.
What school? Why I gotta be there? I already know what you about to say.
Right. Now I wanted to ask you this: as an older, as an older cousin, how proud of you are of them?
He older than me. He younger than me.
Oh,
He a year. A year, some change. If you want to get technical. He younger than me by like 2. So, um, just
That mean
as
that
a,
I'm
as a,
older than you, so you need to watch how you be talking to me,
no, I
young man.
don't. No, I don't, cause I see through you.
Yeah,
Shut up.
right.
Shut
Calm
up.
down,
Shut up.
young man.
Shut up.
Let me take you
He
outside and have
asked
a
me the
conversation with
questions.
you, man.
Shut up.
Respect your
damn,
elders. all right?
damn,
Quiet.
DQ.
Be quiet.
Hey,
You done?
hey.
Can I go?
This younger generation is gone to
Hey,
shits,
let me see the
man. I
trick,
can't
man.
tell you.
Give me the green light.
Can't tell
man.
them nothing, dog. I
Give
think
me
they
the
know
green
it all.
light.
Everything is
Yo,
shoot 'em up, bang
generation.
bang.
Hold
you know what I
on,
mean?
man.
Yeah,
612.
good
Speak
generation.
your piece, man.
Yeah,
Speak
man,
your
that's what I'm
piece.
saying, man. Dang, man. Nah, truly, as men, I'm proud of. As men, I'm proud of. I'm proud of how they went through their journey and what they're going through right now, and how they're handling it, and just the life that they want to live, and the lifestyle that they choose to live, and the burdens that they carry with being this nigga's brother right here. So he makes it a little easier on them, but they still learn through their own mistakes and lessons in life. So they always gonna have that that drive to
Yeah.
keep going on their own, which they never lacked, but it's just amplified now as a man, as a grown man. So um, if you want me to give them their flowers, I can give it to them. Space, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? You came a long way, Mills. Let's just keep doing your thing, man. I always been proud of you, man. You always influenced me, man. So it's just so we
Love,
always
man.
been eye to eye for real. So
What a moment, man.
it's always love.
Shit, you inspire us too, dog.
Yeah.
Saying like what?
Like I knew if you sent me some shit, I
On the
knew you was
hooping.
gonna
Hooping.
hooping.
Yeah.
To writing, to just who you is right now, bro.
Appreciate you,
You feel me?
man.
As a person,
Appreciate
human being,
you.
you feel me? I see your glow, you feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Now,
for real.
I'm gonna kind of ask
Y'all
this kind of
cute, man.
as an open question to everyone here. So, I'm gonna give certain scenarios, and y'all tell me which member of the tribe would be the go-to guy for this scenario. So, all right,
This is good.
we turning up. We turning up at the
He
strip
said-
club.
Who will be the go-to guy for each
For this scenario.
Scenario.
So
For
we
the
going
members
we
of
going to
tribe.
the strip club. Who's the go-to guy at the strip club that's going to initiate the turn up?
Probably this guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jamel.
Probably that guy.
Yeah. Animal.
Everyone got the same answer for Mills?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mills,
definitely.
just cause I
King
feel like
Mills.
at right now, where he's at and his journey, that's where he's the most freest. You know what I'm saying?
Or be
So
in the strip club.
when he feels the
Animal.
most like when he feels the most freest, that's when
Start turning shit up.
he glows. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a different element. Obviously, he don't feel captured here. You know what I'm saying? But it's he's like a shapeshifter.
Yes, sir.
You see a different person. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's strip club. Yeah, I see.
So
I see it.
we know Mills is the turn up.
Yeah.
So all right, if there was like a member of the family tribe that had like a problem, we'll keep it to a broad issue. Like, who's the one that you guys would go to for advice?
Me.
At this point,
Evan.
You remember in
probably
Tribe,
E.
though.
It would be definitely Evan.
We
Probably
tried,
E.
but
Let's make it a little bit more specific. So if a member of the family tribe had a certain problem with the ladies, or like a girl issue, like who are y'all going to talk to about the problems that you got with your shorty?
Damn. Truthfully, when we keep it a buck, we probably tell everybody the whole situation just to get everybody's opinion, because everybody gonna tell you some different shit. I know that's exactly what I do. Cause we be when I'm here, we be so tight that everybody be here at so many different times, and at the same time when we here together, everything just kind of spill out.
So
you know what I'm
when y'all
saying?
get together, everybody's just laying off their problems and
You're just
shit.
gonna collectively give bad advice to each other. That's
Nah,
just
it's
gonna-
not even about that. It's not even about that. It's just sometimes you just gotta let it out.
You gotta talk. You gotta let it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Talk.
man.
Fuck
Fuck.
it.
Forget don't talk to her, bro. Let that go.
Let's go
bruh.
there then. Let's go there. Let's go there. Who's the most toxic member of the family tribe?
Probably me. Fuck. Probably me. Probably me. Probably me.
Why you say you so toxic?
Man, cause I know myself, man.
No.
Probably me.
What's one
But
situation?
I'm growing though, so it's
No,
not about that.
Hold up, before you grow though.
What you mean before I grow?
Pause.
What's one situation where like you feel like, damn, I was hella toxic in that situation?
Is there like a plead the fifth type of shit?
You know what? I could give that because I got another question already ready. So back to the back to the tribe. Back to the tribe. All right. Who's the one that's gonna respond the most in the group chat?
Well,
Like, there's that one homie that is
I'm
like the
definitely
group
gonna
chat be
be there.
dead, and then they just send that one message.
yeah.
See, I'm like 50-50 where like I'll be active in the group chat.
Lately it's been Mills.
Mills,
Lately it's been Mills. He
who's
been
sending
on
the
it.
wildest memes?
He been on it. It ain't like that. It's about business, man. So
Yeah.
it's crazy. We don't. It ain't no.
What's a group chat without memes,
Man,
y'all? What's
man,
wrong with y'all?
That's you.
Yeah. Oh. You right. You right.
That's
That's
you.
right. My group chats is popping.
Our
We
shit's
got
about
memes,
you
jokes,
know we put
information.
we got beats. We got some. I mean, come on, man. You know what I'm
Should be
saying?
dry in that group chat, man.
Nah, it don't.
Shit.
It's
You
straight
just
to the
mad you
point.
not in it.
It's
That's
Straight
why.
to the point, for real.
You mad you not in it? It's okay though.
I'm so good
It's okay
on that
though.
group chat. It ain't got no memes, bro. How can
It's okay though.
how good can it be?
So 612, what you do for fun, bro?
Me. I write music for fun, man. You know.
No video games, no Netflix specials, no comedy, no nothing.
Oh, that's natural as a person right now. You know what I'm saying? You naming everything that people do.
What you enjoy? What do you enjoy though? When like, you want to just say like, yo, forget this music shit. Like, I'm just trying to.
They never forget this music shit. You should have never said that in a comment, but for real, you know, in my spare time, yeah, I just chill, man. It ain't really, it's not really about the flashy shit there, because there's no kind of up to it. Once you get there, I've seen so many people that are there. It's kind of pointless to, this to continue to go there with that type of level of shit because it
what you
only
mean
gets
by
you
that,
just
though?
kind of like you're just being out, being in the club every night. It's kind of like, yeah, it just kind of gets repetitive
Okay.
up there.
It does.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
I see
Because
what you're
not a
saying.
lot of people are moving
So
like
you're gonna
how
see
it would out here, where you might see somebody and might make that connection.
you get to see the same people pretty much. Is what you're saying.
Basically,
Okay.
right? It's just for years,
Mm-hmm.
15 years.
Sheesh.
You know what I'm saying? You was
Yeah.
doing this at 20, 21, 18. You in there with these people. They still there.
30.
They're 35. They got 5 kids. They're still there.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
They're still there. Why? Because that's all they know. What else do they know?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
It's like Cheers up there. Remember Cheers? Bar culture is heavy
Yes.
up there.
It's big out there.
It's big up there. So like the DJ, like our uncle is like, shout out Cutting Cow, the
Yeah.
big like local DJ up there. So wherever he goes, like he brings his party, but he's like he bar hops. They all like know him at the bars.
Okay.
So like, but it's still the same clique. He
But
been
don't
there
get me
since-
wrong. You can have a good time.
Since forever.
You can have a great time. Just, once people start getting loud, move.
Yeah.
Don't go to the
Noise.
move.
From the noise.
Move. It's not about to happen like you think it's about to happen. It's not about to be a good night. No.
Word.
Because once you're outside, it's free game.
Now,
It's free game.
let me redirect the question over here to Space and Mills. What do you guys like to do for fun? Like to separate.
Shit, I play ball. Go to the movies. Shit,
What movie you been to? Stop lying.
bruh.
What's
Get
the
'em.
last movie you went to?
Get them.
You gonna call
That-
everybody a liar, bro? This guy's got a problem.
I'm on it. But
This is 612.
the only reason you're upset because
That's
you're the biggest liar here. In
Here
the
we go.
in the room.
That's a lie there.
In the room. Everywhere you go.
Some people
Nobody
just
has
can't
lied.
take the brutal honesty, man.
Nobody has lied as more than you.
The
So DQ
brutal,
is straight
the brutal
cap.
honesty, man.
Nah, the last
Yeah.
one I seen was the Black Panther.
Just saying what
That's the
everybody
last
thinking.
one.
Yo, I
Which
seen
one?
that
The
shit.
second one?
Yeah, the second one.
That shit was
Black
gas.
Panther.
I seen it too.
Yeah, that shit was dope. That was
Yeah,
the
This
last
nigga
movie.
could have seen the first one.
Mills, what you doing
Never
for
went to
fun,
the
dog?
movies ever after that.
We know you at the strip
By
club.
myself,
We already know
Yeah,
that.
that. Besides that,
He
I
said,
just
That's
make
the only
beats.
movie he see. We don't even got to
Yo,
we don't even gotta
nah,
talk about any other
fuck it.
movie.
Mills, what's the best strip club in South Florida?
24K.
Okay.
Where
Why?
that's at?
It's 24 hours. I'll probably whatever. it
Where
don't
that's
close.
at?
Yo,
Huh?
Where that's at?
Miami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We gotta go there.
shit,
Yeah.
let me jump in on that.
I ain't know about that one.
Uh.
No, 24 hours.
24 hours. Other than that, I make beats, bro. I like to make beats, bro, and just chill and make music. That's what I like to do in my spare time.
You be sampling?
I like to, yeah.
What's like the weirdest thing that you sampled or like something
Maxwell.
Wait, what?
Maxwell.
Maxwell?
Mhm.
That what song?
That's not even weird though. That's hard.
I don't know what song it is, but I sampled it. The song's called Moscato. If you
Okay.
if you mean. It's out right now.
Yeah, Moscato's hard as hell. You haven't listened to that shit. Feel me? Take a
So-
little bit and a little baby out.
You know, before
Listen to
before we
Moscato is wine.
before we get up out of here, I'm gonna leave this as an open question. For the people that, maybe didn't see the first interview or are just getting familiar now with the Family Tribe, what song from the project should they go to like immediately, like to get the best vibe from the Family Tribe?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I
Q,
would say,
I
A
see
little
you.
bit.
I see you. Yeah. A little bit, man.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I'm gonna take a moment here to kind of just pass it over here to DQ.
Oh,
I don't know if you got anything on your record that we need to touch on.
No, he don't.
Man, listen. This guy is really a problem, man. Just
No,
a
he
menace to
don't.
society at its finest.
Yo.
Right? Nah, 612.
I fuck with
what,
you, 612.
Well, you said your next
Appreciate
project
you.
is coming out. It's called The Fourth.
The 4th.
When it's called The Fourth. When is it dropping?
Dropping it within this next month, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let y'all know, man. You know, I should come back to this thing.
To what thing?
Mine's wide open.
Yeah, you
Yes,
should.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
mine's wide
All
open.
right.
Shout
That's
out
a-
mine's wide open.
Another
Mine's
question,
wide.
just because I'm curious for you, 612. You know, I'm like, you know, I'm Mr. Proximity FM. I'm looking to play new artists. Is there anyone in the Minnesota area that I should be on the lookout for to add to the playlist or any of that?
Yeah, there is a dude named Honcho Nemo. He's hard.
Yeah.
He's hard. I met him shooting a video at a gas station. I was buying these backwoods.
And he was shooting a video.
He was shooting a video right there, and I walked up to him. He been following me ever since.
That's what's up.
Honcho Nemo, man,
Nah, shout out to him. You gotta definitely get up with me, send me his info.
for sure.
I got one more question.
Go ahead, DQ.
For who?
You, my guy. What's the most rewarding thing about doing this music shit for you?
That's why I got co-host.
The evolution, man. The evolution of yourself. You know, this is the only thing you could truly, if you pay attention, you could truly watch yourself grow. And
I love that shit. Right
it's something that you, as a human, you've been already tuned into music since you were a child. So, truthfully, hearing yourself and the truth that comes out of that, the feeling that comes out of that, the drive that comes out of that, it's just impeccable. So I feel like there's nothing that could stop anybody from doing what gives them that feeling. Like if this gives you this feeling right here, keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? If whatever we doing keeps, if lying keeps giving you that feeling, I think it is, so you can keep doing it, right? So
Yeah, I heard it here first. DQ pathological lying.
Y'all gonna stop calling me that.
Everything that he say is not everything that he say.
Everything that I say is not everything that I say.
To add on
That's
to
a
what
fact.
612 was saying,
Go
like,
ahead, Dre.
that feeling right there, like it'll bring tears to your eyes, bro. Like to hear yourself grow or to just see your growth. Like when you just sit back and really smell the roses, because we can be caught up just trying to motherfucking get to the end goal, whatever.
That you don't
but
even stop and look at
yeah,
the stats.
the process or how far you got when you started the shit. You feel me? So that shit bring tears to your eyes for
Nah,
real.
for real, bro. Even like I could say that with like doing content. It's like you see the growth of like, damn, it was looking like this when we first started, or there wasn't as much love, and now it's now it's different. So I could definitely attest to that. 612 Family Tribe, y'all very solid people. There's been a great time here chopping it up with y'all. Before we get up out of here, man, is there anything that we didn't get to that you want to like express to the supporters, or anything that I may have forgot to touch base on that y'all want to? The floor is yours.
Man, just as you progress as anything you do in life, just keep in mind that there's always mistakes that you're gonna make, but you might as well just see through those mistakes and just keep going. Don't ever let nobody tell you can't do what you really truly want to do. At the end of the day,
I feel
it's your boy 612. I am 612. Had everything.
Thank you. You already set it up right there, man. Let the people know one more time where they can find you at.
They can find me at IAM6, the number 6, IX, the number 1, and number 2.
Yes,
I am
sir.
612 on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything, SoundCloud, YouTube,
Apple Music,
Music,
Tidal.
everything.
Family Tribe out now on all platforms.
Yes.
All platforms.
Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and run that up, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we got the full Family Tribe in the building, man.
That'd be fire.
Yes.
It's fire.
We got
Facts.
Dregarde in the building. We got DQ in the building, man.
Yes, sir. Sir DQ here already.
Oh yeah, outros provided by the Positive Overthinking.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
say. Shout out to the Positive Overthinkers
Shout out to
podcast.
EJ Garden Space.
You won't get them outside like this, so take it in.
I don't step outside, so it's
man.
rare. But while we here, I will say that being the older brother of Space and Mills here, it is. I am proud to watch them grow. I had to answer the same question. I felt like he was asking me. He was asking how proud I am of these individuals here, because Jamil was garbage when he first started. It was
You gotta
hot
start somewhere.
garbage, yes. But he kept going, and you could see him get better. But he was like 16, and his voice was cracking, and he's going through puberty, and he was trying to. He didn't know what the fuck he wanted to do
at all,
and everybody could tell him go get a job, go do this, go do that, and he stuck with it. He made his way, and he grinded it, and he merged the two, and he's doing it. Space, I didn't even know made music at all until like his first tape dropped. He was that quiet about it. He didn't say nothing, didn't tell nobody. It just happened. I'm like, who is this? They're like, oh, it's me and this. I'm like, no, I think I heard a song with him and Dre or something, and then all of a sudden he got a mixtape.
Damn.
It was, I guess, and it was quality music. That's another one thing I would say. Mills now makes quality music, because before it just wasn't there. And now he's honed his sound, and he's honed some production, and it's now quality music.
See, this is our constructive criticism right here.
I'm telling them like it is. I've been hard since the beginning.
I could appreciate the words a lot.
They're ready to give you some quality product. But 612 again, I didn't know he was making music either until I heard his first product, and it was hard. I could tell he was listening to 50 a lot. You hear it and go back and you hear 50 influence, especially in the Mission, like. Is the mission. It's 50, but it's hard and it's quality. You can hear him start to lose that flow and pick up more on the Rehab, and then he did like the tape with a bunch of other Minnesota artists, the feature tape. What was the name of that tape?
I think that was a tape.
Tape 3 or something.
Let him tell it.
Let him tell it. Yeah,
let him tell it.
It was him, and he had a slew of other artists, but I don't really know them. Maybe I'm biased, so I'll let that rock.
Nah, man, that's beautiful words, man. I really appreciate that, man.
No, we appreciate you, G.
I appreciate y'all for coming through, for real, man. This has been a great interview, man. 612. I appreciate you for coming through and completing the piece to the puzzle, to finally giving us the full family tribe. This has been the Florida Vibe Directory. I am your host, Gabe Avelli. Shout out to the whole team, Diafika Deuce, Young Luke, on the motherfucking boards, just at Watergate, doing his motherfucking thing. You already know what it is, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead, continue to subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and continue to share the videos, man. Run these interviews up. Let's get it. Let's go, man. It's your boy, Gabe Avelli. This has been the Florida Vibe Directory. Let's go.
Mine's wide, baby. Mine's wide.
This is Zanaya.
It's the righteous vigilante Jamon Creek, and you're tuning in to Minds Wide Open.
Hey, yo, check it out. This is Namestream, never mainstream. You're tuning in to Minds Wide Open Media.
Shout out to the Florida Vibe Directory. You're now listening to the best playlist in South Florida.